be a little bit bigger than the average 80, 90 pound rider, but this thing still hauls ass with me on it. And I normally would take it outside and rip it up the hill for you guys and let you hear it eat, but it's below freezing outside today, and I just didn't want to be outside all day long, so we're filming inside today. It's the longest or shortest day of the year today, December 20th, right? Tomorrow it starts getting a little bit later out. Every day we'll get a little more daylight. But back to this bike right here. Super ultra rare, unobtainium. These just don't exist. These are like the unicorns of the motorcycle world. Why? Because, well, most kids that had these had nothing better to do than every day after school and every chance they could ride the wheels off these things, so they'd get destroyed in short order. They'd move up to 100 or 125, and very few of them were spared the eyes of time like this one was. This is a 1 year only model with these fenders, with the square edge fenders. They only produced this 1 year. I had the 100cc version of this, and that's exactly what I did. My bike was completely and utterly destroyed by the time I was done with it. I rode it daily for a couple years. I think it was 82 was when I got my first 250. So anyways, you can check around. You can go on Mecum completed listings. You can go on eBay completed listings. You can go on Bring a Trailer completed listings. You won't find another one. You won't find one to compare it to. Why? Because they don't exist. Why? Because you have to be, well, either completely obsessed with this model or so wealthy that the investment doesn't really matter to you, because the cost to do a frame off restoration on this bike by any reputable shop like us, you're looking at 80 to 100 hours labor at 150 bucks an hour, plus all the parts and materials to do it. So you can't restore one of these unless you do it yourself, nights and weekends. You've got an extra, if you happen to be a professional restoration expert and you've got an extra 100 hours on your hands, which you sure as hell don't, because if you are, you're booked out for the next 2 years like we are. So there's just not really, investment wise, to restore one of these would cost you 2 times at least what it's going to be worth when it's done. And that's a matter of perspective, my perspective, and that is, you know, knowing that's what we do. We restore motorcycles. We've done 7,500 motorcycles. All the videos are on YouTube of the ones we've done over the years, and you know, we have 22 guys here working full time on this, and we work with a lot of other people that help us with our restorations, and it's just unheard of to see not one but 3 of these in the same building. We also have the 78. We just did the video on the 1980. That one wasn't even up for sale. We just did the video, and you know, we hadn't written an ad for it, and one of our long-term clients called up and made a Junior an offer on it and purchased it sight unseen when he saw it rolling off the trailer in the first video we did. But we have 3 of them, the 78, the 79, and the 80, and they're all in spectacular, pristine condition. Full frame off restoration. Came right down to the frame. The frame was sandblasted and repainted. What we call a nut and bolt restoration, and a full rotisserie detail. That means from the bottom of the engine to the top of the handlebars, and the wheel sets, everything's been completely redone on it. A lot of the original cycle parts are still in mint condition. The exhaust, the silencer, the baffle, the header and the baffle, and the heat shield on the exhaust are all original. The pegs are all original. The original bars. High level of detailing on this restoration. Even the stickers, the original stickers on the handlebar here that says it's a competition motorcycle sold on an as-is basis. Its servicing and repairs are assumed by the buyer, as is the risk of its, what's it say? Quality. Yeah, so the original idiot stickers are on here, including the ones on the fuel tank. So this looks exactly like it would have rolling off the showroom floor. All the fuel lines are new, the chains and sprockets are new, the tires are new, the brakes are new, the fork seals are new, a lot of the hardware is new, all the paint is new. The original fenders were painted the original factory Suzuki color, as was the fuel tank. Seat was recovered. It even has the grab strap on the back, which is unheard of. These are usually long gone. So if you're looking for a beautiful restored Suzuki to add to your collection, I think it was designed for an 80, 90 pound rider. So at 225, actually I'm like 230 with these boots and belt and everything on, so I'm like 220 naked right now. So I'm definitely triple the weight limit, and it still hauls ass with me on it. I know my 100 was fast, and I was a big kid. Just fantastic bikes. You see the carb's been restored, the intake, just a complete nut and bolt restoration. The original writing on the coil is still intact on the ignition. Excuse me. Fuel lines are new. Everything looks to be in brand new condition. The wheel sets are in beautiful shape. The original chrome on the factory rims still looks great. Brand new tires. You can see the hairy nubs on the tires. This thing has not been ridden since it was restored. It's other than up and down the driveway a couple of times to make sure the jetting's good on it. So it needs nothing. It's ready to go. If you're looking for a pristine 79 to add to your collection, this is the only one in the country that we checked online. There's nothing even like it. And there were no comparables because, well, most people just won't put this much effort into a Mini that's going to be worth a half to a third of what it costs. To put it in perspective, the 1980 model sold for $7,250. We think this one's worth, well, we know it would cost a lot more to restore it. I would say this has got to be worth $7 grand too. We're going to auction it off, so if it even makes it to auction, because we put the video up, someone might call and say, I need it right now. But it won't be online for long. It'll sell for sure. If you want a brand new 85, we sell brand new gas 85s here for substantially less than I can sell you this one. That's because they're a dime a dozen, the new ones, and they're still making them. This one's, what is it, 45 years old, 79. So you will not find another one. So if this tickles your fancy, give Junior a call because it ain't going to be here long. I can promise you that. He's at 860-454-7024. We're on the second floor of the New England Motorcycle Museum. Too freaking cold to film outside, so this will be on the third floor on display. We'll be putting it up there when we're done, along with the 78 that we're going to film in a second here. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.